So far, I talked to a photographer, a really tall guy, and a woman who shared my naked sexual charisma.
Ask me a relevant question.
I will, I'm sorry, Sophie. But I still wasn't convinced. I needed to speak to someone who mattered. Someone who'd rattle the cages. Someone whose power could bring about change. Alright, I'm here with Xenogene from the famed television show Beauty and the Geeks. He was one of the beauties, and tell us a bit about what's happening today.
Well, basically we're having a rally against the so-called clean feed. So, my personal opinion is we should be having a web of freedom rather than, a web of constriction, which is what the government's trying to do. I basically just gave a little speech giving an outline of how the government is proposing to introduce this clean feed legislation and the technical aspects of why what they're trying to do isn't actually achievable, and how it's easy to get around.
What else? What have you been up to since Beauty and the Geek finished?
Working on my PhD predominantly, so it's been I've gone out.
In quantum fragilistics?
No, I'm actually doing basically a philosophy/maths/computing PhD rather than physics. It's just I was labelled as a physicist because I teach physics both at high school and university level, and physicist is a single word that most people understand, whereas, to detail what I'm actually doing in computing takes more than 2 words.
It would make a cool business card.
It makes a cool business card, yeah. There you go.
Oh my goodness, it's a hot day today. I thought there'd be like a tent or something. Shit.
Yeah.
We can filter that, censor that. That's good.
Self-censorship.
I also thought there'd be drinks, but still pretty good. It's like an RSL around the corner.
Yes, yeah, it's close by. It's a picnic atmosphere, and it's nice and relaxed, and ideally you should have brought lunch or have had lunch beforehand. But
what I should have done a bit of research. Because what I did, I actually looked up some episodes of Beauty and the Geek.
Right.
Because I heard you were going to be here, and big deal.
Yep.
I mean, it is a big deal. It's not be sarcasm.
Yeah.
And then I started looking up episodes, and it turns out it was the American one I was watching. And I was wondering why everyone had a cool accent, and I was like, wait a minute.
Well, I can talk more like American if you really want me to, but...
Okay, do it.
What, for serious?
Oh, okay.
I spent like 6 months in Boston, so...
Nice. What happened there?
Mum had a little visiting fellowship over at Harvard, and so I was dragged along.
Okay. Sounds fun.
It was fun.
It's probably sexier than you make it out to be, but... I know America sounds like a bit of a lie.
13 or 14 at the time, so...
Oh, then hopefully not.
In the height of our fame, when we were still on air, a group of us got together and went clubbing in Sydney.
Did you pull one of those things where you're like, oh, can I have a kiss? And then you turn the last second?
No.
Okay.
No. I have kissed a girl before, but I've never French kissed, and...
It's nothing too special.
No.
Like,
I've no great rush desire for it. I still want to get to know people well and truly before I get physically intimate. So forcibly getting physically intimate is not my style.
It's a high five.
High five.
We can edit that. It's great to see some celebrities getting behind this and just kind of getting the word out there, because, no offense, if those two were just up there, I'd probably just go off to the pub a bit earlier than I did. But it was good to see, it's good to see some people.
Cool. Well, thank you. I mean, the internet and internet neutrality is very important to me, because the internet is where we can share our knowledge for free, and, the whole point of the World Wide Web is to be able to share knowledge through this whole network. This is actually pretty much the first political thing I've ever bothered doing, and it's because it does actually mean so much to me. Like I've said, internet neutrality is something I do value very, very much, and I don't want to see, this creep of censorship come through and basically restrict what people can find out about and restrict knowledge. Knowledge is power, I truly believe that, and if you restrict people's access to knowledge, you're disempowering them. So the government can, arbitrarily, secretively restrict what you can access, and therefore restrict what knowledge you have access to, and therefore restrict you. And I find that morally repugnant, much more so.
Well, sorry, Xenogene. Very nice to see you again, and hopefully see you soon.
Maybe.
On
Who knows
television.
What the future brings. Who knows what the future brings. But it's been a pleasure talking with you.
I get that a lot. I'll be quiet. Have a good one, man.
Thank you.
Well, it's been a great day. I met some rich, interesting characters, got some vitamin sun. I guess now that I think about it, if an internet filter can bring people together like this, can't be all bad. I'm Hugh Berry.